We're going to be starting in just a second. I got to just send out a Facebook. Hold on. No. Hang on, party people. It's coming to you. Gosh, dang it. Sage and Friends. My message to fellow progressives. I hope this goes well. This could go terribly wrong. But you know what? Oh, wait. I'm alive right now. Here. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, people are already here. Okay, hold on, party people. It's coming. I just got to tweet and stuff. Okay. Message. Is that how you spell message? Message or massage? Define message. Dang it. Verbal written. 2 S's. Okay. Good. Met. Yeah. E. Okay, good. I always hate to look like an idiot right out of the gate. What? Security check. Shame. Those are a lot of letters. Okay, hold on. It's coming. There. Okay. All right, good. All right. We're about to get this show on the road. Hold on. Okay. Oh, people are watching right now. What's up? All right, hold on. I got to get this recording going for the podcast. Okay. All right. I will be watching. Hey, what cometh? What's up, Rocco? I love it. Okay, here we go. Okay. Let me just start this sucker. Oh, let me double check to make the sounds okay. Okay. Oh, good. All right, here we go. Are you ready? I'm ready. Okay. Yo, what's up, party people? Today's Sage and Friends is brought to you by Sage Rock Places. So, if you have an organization, a company, a hobby, a group of friends, a family reunion, anything basically that where you want to spread the word, would you agree or would you agree that you need a website? I mean, a website is one of those things. It's a centralized location for something. You know what I'm saying? It is a place where you can send people so they can see all of your information in one place. I would think that it is not a difficult mental leap to agree that if you have a business, you could use a website. And may I say, 50% of small businesses do not have a website. Do not, I say, I repeat, do not have a website. That's not acceptable. Question 1. Question 2, would you agree or would you agree that you could use an email newsletter to tell people what's going on? Maybe you're going to have a sale, or maybe you're going to have a gathering. And by having an email newsletter, you could tell people on your own terms when things are happening, as opposed to just hoping they find you in Facebook, right? And your message gets buried and they never see it. Happens to me all the time on Facebook. Would you agree, or would you agree that it might be cool to have a little thing like maybe a pop-up window on your website, or even just a bar on your website where they can always see where they can sign up for said newsletter? Maybe you would like a series of emails that would be dripped out over time. Somebody signs up for your newsletter and they get the 5 tips to changing their life for good or something like that. Sage Rock Places does it all. It's all in one. But that's not even the best thing. Now, may I say, I've never really seen anything like that at this level. Sage Rock Places costs $9 or $19 a month. Okay. But that's not even the best part. The best part is I hold your hand. You don't need to worry about the technology of all that stuff. I set all of that up for you. It just comes with it. There's no setup fee. You get it all set up, and then when you have questions, you come to me and I help you. I'm not looking to make an empire here. I'm looking to make a few websites, have a few people that I can work with to help them make a better web presence and grow their organization. Think about it. SageRockPlaces.com, SageRockPlaces.com, SageRockPlaces.com. Let's get into the show.
Sage and Friends.
Sage and Friends. Sage and Friends.
Sage and Friends.
Sage and Friends.
Sage and Friends.
Yo. What is going on, party people? How the heck are you? It is Friday, November 18th. Got to get new glasses. Got to get them. I can't see crap anymore. November 18th. That is, I think, 10 days before the election, according to Donald Trump at one point. Didn't he say that the election was going to be November 28th or something like that? So good luck. May your opponent, maybe your candidate, win. I believe that the election was, I don't know, last Tuesday, right? The 8th or something like that. A lot has happened since the election. A lot of shock, a lot of awe, a lot of tears, a lot of disgust. I don't actually hear a lot from the right about how happy they are. I mean, but you know what? That's what's interesting about this whole phenomenon is that we never heard much from these people. This happened to me the second time George Bush got elected. I went to bed thinking we were going to have, Kerry to be our president. I woke up and George Bush wins. I'm like, what? And it happened exactly the same way. Like the media and the pollsters, and I don't think they got it quite as wrong. I believe now I can't remember the facts of that election, but I do remember that it was. It was supposed to be close. I went to bed at midnight this time, pretty sure Hillary was going to lose. God dang it! The sound is driving me nuts. I can't find the right level. It's my voice. I have too much dynamics in my voice, so I'm sorry if I'm frying your ears. There is this hidden, massive group of people in America that everyone misses. Me, the media, the pollsters. We miss them every time. We always, the pollsters are always worried about, well, how are we going to find those kids on their cell phones? And then they like to promote it. They're like, and now we're calling cell phones. That must be really lovely. I've never been called. I think I'm on the do not call list. They're like, don't call that guy. You want to waste a half hour of your life? Don't call him. Trust me. But the pollsters, I think we can all agree, 100% of Americans can agree that the pollsters were wrong. And we were all leaning into them like we were reading they were reading tea leaves, and we were like, oh, great pollsters, tell us what is going to happen on Tuesday, November 8th. or whatever the hell day it was. I don't even know. And they're like, oh, do not worry, young children. You will be rewarded for your conservative, middle of the road, pragmatic neoliberalism, and your candidate will win. And you were like, oh, thank goodness. What a relief. We can all, you know. And then we're all talking about what is going to become of the Republicans and how are they ever going to ever elect a president? I've said those very words. I have said those very words. How are the Republicans ever going to have enough middle of the road message to elect a president? Have you said those words? I have said them. I have said those words. Those words were from an idiot. Me. And then it kind of makes sense. So in rough terms, let's say 50% of the voting community in America votes, right? Like, you know, I think that's what they said. About 50% of people voted. And then it's basically a 50-50, you know, half for the Republican, half for the Democrat, and bam. You could go either way. And so really, you only need 25% of the population strategically positioned, you know, to like vote for you. So you don't need the majority of people. You don't need 51% of Americans. You need like 25.01% of Americans, or not even I mean, you can even still not get the full 25%, you know, lose the popular vote and still win. So you don't need 50% of Americans to vote for you. You need like 25% of voting Americans to vote for you, which is, I mean, and then ultimately what happens is you get people that line up, like the Republicans are like, I will go vote. And that's pretty much the numbers. You know, the same amount of Republicans vote every time. And then this time, the Democrats didn't really incite a lot of people. And so, therefore, you know, a little bit less of our regular voters came out. Regular amount of voters for Republicans came out. Ta-da! Donald Trump is president. And then there was no, I mean, like, and then what happened is Donald Trump, everybody that went out to vote for Republicans are just like, I will vote for all the Republicans. And then, you know, then you get the House and the Senate, bada boom, bada bing. And, of course, we lose it, or not lose it, but, you know, we lose, like, because less Democrats came out. We just vote up and down these party lines. I do it. I don't know. I'm coming clean, people. I don't know all of the judges, and that's deplorable. I consider myself I try to be a very engaged community member. I don't know all the judges. How am I supposed to know what a judge stands for? I'm like, well, the Democrats said to vote for this guy or this lady, so I guess I'll vote for him. That is disgusting. And if you are a much more educated voter on judges, thank you for your contribution to society. I don't know what's going on with judges. Then the next level is I've heard their name. Oh my God. Oh my God. One person I heard voted for a judge because she was cute. There you go. Yeah, is that any worse than what I'm doing? I don't think so. I mean, For ugly people, you might be outraged. I'm outraged. That person voted for the cute judge. Oh, you are? But you're not outraged that I just went down the list of Democrat judges that aren't even typically supposed to be connected to a party. Oh, and like my Democrats are some sort of beacon of hope for the meek and the weak of our society. Please, please. They are the Republicans named as Democrats. They just are running their money, sending it to their friends. You're not giving one shit about the poor and the weak of our community. They don't give one shit. I'm not one shit. Not even like a little, diarrhea shit. Like no shits. They're not, nothing is happening with the poor in our community. So really, what am I doing voting for Democrats? And Hillary Clinton, may I say, was no better than that. She's just middle of the road. Let's figure out how we can win. Let's be practical. You know what? How about all the people that need things in this community, in this country, in this city, in this state, in this county? Up and down the board. How about the people that need help? And may I say, I don't see, other than Bernie Sanders, little asterisk, except for Bernie Sanders, everything I say here, except for Bernie Sanders. I don't see anybody giving any diarrhea shit, a pebble of shit, any kind of fart shit. Like, oh, I thought I was going to shit, but it was just a fart. Not even a fart of concern for the poor and the weak. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. I don't see it in my community. I don't see it in Akron. I definitely don't see it in Ohio. And I don't see it. I didn't see it in Hillary Clinton. I saw it in Bernie Sanders. But you know what? And look, now maybe I'm making you upset. You might be like, Bernie should have won. Bernie should have won. That's me actually crying inside. Or maybe you're like, let's get rid of the Electoral College. Very convenient. You want to get rid of the Electoral College after your candidate loses the Electoral College. That's not very, you're not tricking anybody there. Let's get rid of the Electoral College. And then why don't we get rid of it before January? And then the popular vote will win. And then Hillary will get in. Who cares if Hillary gets in? You know what? If Hillary not getting in and Donald Trump getting in causes you to rise up and to act, no sharts even. That's right, Rocky. Not even one shart. Not one shart for the poor. Not one shart. Nobody gives a flying fuck about the poor. And you want to know why? Because they don't vote. Look, when I ran for mayor, I put in, 1,100 signatures. Most from the poor and the homeless. And they did not qualify. You know why? Because they can't vote. They don't have houses. They don't qualify. Who gives a fuck about the homeless and the poor when they don't vote? Do you know why they don't vote? Because they don't want them to vote. None of them wanted them to vote. It's too much trouble to worry about the homeless and the poor. Too much trouble. They just need their base. They just need to dial in their base and then work on a few percentage points. Which is pretty true, really. I mean, Hillary needed to work on a couple percentage points. That's all. A couple percentage points. Which is fucking bullshit. It sucks. It sucks that that's what we're doing. We're just relying on people to go up and down the party line. Just get the card that says who's in your party and vote for them. And I'm that guy. Oh, it's disgusting. I disgust myself. I disgust myself in many ways, but that is one of the bigger ways. Now I can say all the reasons why. Well, I couldn't find anything about him. And yeah, they're shitty about telling their causes. And you know why? Because they don't want to tell their causes. They don't want to get into a conversation about what they stand for. They just want you to vote up and down the party line. In Akron, if you're a Democrat, you win. That's what they want. That's what they want. They want you to just look for the D's in Akron, like I did. God damn it, I hate that about me. So, to this I say, this is what we needed. Sometimes you don't get the hero you want, you get the hero you need. That's not how it goes in the Batman movies. I never could understand what the Batman... It's like, we're not giving them the hero they want or need. They're giving them the one they deserve. I'm like, I don't understand what that means. Need and deserve. I love the drama of that like sentence in the Batman movies, but I never understood what it meant. Yeah, this is what we need, progressives. Wake up, progressives. We do not need the pragmatic leader, the person that'll just inch our cause along just a little bit. We have a lot to learn from Donald Trump. A lot. And this is lesson number 1. Don't just close down because you don't like somebody. I see people do that all the time. Like, you bring up something about a person and you're like, oh, I hate that person. And then you lose the whole message. You have to learn from Donald Trump. Okay? You have to respect what he did. You don't have to love who he is. You don't have to love all the isms that he is, the racism, the xenophobism, all the isms. But you have to take a note from his playbook. And the note from his playbook is, be true to yourself. Stop accepting bullshit candidates. Whether it's as a president or a representative or a governor or a mayor, or for that matter, a ward leader. Stop accepting bullshit candidates. Figure out what you want and get a leader that will push that agenda. Don't vote for the pragmatic person. Don't do it. I'm over it. I am over voting because that person will maybe win. No. This is one of the greatest things that could happen to the Democratic Party. They didn't deserve Pennsylvania. They didn't deserve Michigan like they thought. You don't deserve anyone's vote. You have to work for people's votes. And that's the message. Look, Donald Trump says he's going to help people in Michigan. And if I was an underemployed person in Michigan, I'd be like, well, Donald Trump says he's going to do it. And Hillary says Something blah, blah, law, blah, blah, law, 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 the law, blah. I'm going to vote for Donald Trump. I don't blame him. And may I say, I don't want to be, yes, Ryan Scanlon. What's up, bro? I do not want to be the people of hate and anger. Look, let the Republicans be the party of hate and anger. I kind of support anger. I support standing up for what you believe, but I don't support hate. And I see a lot of hate on the left right now. They hate Donald Trump. And that is not what any of our great leaders would want from us. The one that comes to mind is Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. would not advocate hate. There's not really a lot of violence going on, but he certainly wouldn't advocate violence. You can have anger without hate. And this is the message that I'm going to tell you about that. Do not hate your fellow country people that voted for Trump. You don't know why they voted for Trump. You don't know what their motivation is for being who they are. Let's say there is a portion of people that voted for Trump that are racist. You don't like racists. I hate racists. I hate race. Everybody should be equal. What I would encourage you to do, and a great philosopher of Western culture by the name of Jesus might encourage you to do, is get to know that person. Look, he said something really insane, which you probably can't get behind right now, which is okay, because he's pushing us harder than we can probably be pushed. He said to love those motherfuckers. That's what he said, actually. The Bible had to rewrite it, kind of PG, the Bible. But it was actually love those motherfuckers. I looked it up on the tablets. Love those motherfuckers! Figure out what it is that is about them that is racist. And I bet you'll find something interesting. I bet you'll find fear. Something that happened to them in their lives. Ryan, would you make a t-shirt with Jesus that, puts a little quote bubble that says, love those motherfuckers? I might do it too. You know that's true. You know that when you meet someone that you have had preconceived ideas about, your notions of them change. You see that in the gay community. One of the greatest things the gay community did was to just get into the regular community. There are few gay bars anymore because everybody wants to go to gay bars. Gay people are nice. Not all gay people. That's racist to say. Not all gay people are nice. I've met some really dickish gay people, but many gay people are friendly and kind and lovely people. Like the rest of humanity. Like the rest of humanity. My job for you is to befriend a racist. If you want to be progressive, you want to be guided by one of your great Western leaders, find a racist and hang out with them. Understand, and don't yell at them and just bicker at them. Learn how to love them. And by love is this weird word, right? I mean, love today means let's bang. I don't want you to bang racists unless, of course, you guys get together. Then, of course, whatever you want to do, it's fine. I'm talking more about the platonic love, Plato, love, the ideal of love. Loving means accepting and including and caring. It's That's what I want you to do. Gay is not a race. Are you sure? I'll have to look that up, Ryan. I don't know. Could be a race. I think that's racist, calling gays a race. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know what other word to use than racist. I like the word racist. Anyways, we need to understand why people voted for Trump. Those people need love. There are many people that are quietly suffering in our country. And may I say, yes, for the women that are listening are like, those people hate women. They want to take rights away from women. I don't hear that as much from my African American friends because they're like, you're surprised there's racist? This just in. Newsflash, half of America's racist, probably more. African Americans are like, not surprising. Not surprising. You should go watch, if you didn't watch Chappelle. Chappelle back on the scene after 10 years away on Saturday Night Live. Go check him out. Check out his skits. Really great. Him and Chris Rock. That skit. Awesome. Awesome. Women, I guess, are surprised, outraged that people don't care about their rights. To that I say, yes, of course, there are people that don't care about women's rights. But I'm also imagining that there is a certain percentage, of which I don't know what the percentage is. I'm, as a hopeful person, hoping it's a large percentage, of Trump supporters that are not racist, that are not xenophobes, that are not misogynists, are not grabbing pussy left and right. I've never just grabbed a pussy. I don't even grab my wife's pussy generally, like just out in public. You know, it seems weird to me. Seems weird to me. I mean, I don't know. That's just me. Whatever. I wait for a very official invitation. That's all I'm saying. Now, nothing wrong with it. What, grabbing pussy? Yeah, we could be right, man. Please ask permission first. I am thinking that there are people that were feeling like Hillary Clinton did not speak for them. And I think there is a certain portion of people that didn't turn out to vote because they're like, you know what? I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it in Hillary. I'm not seeing the connection. I'm not seeing what she's going to do for me. And you got to admit, you can't, what was she going to do? Now, I voted for her. Just don't, I'm not saying I'm like, you know, I voted for her. I voted for Bernie Sanders, went to the Bernie Sanders event, was really blown away. But whatever. And then I voted because I vote up and down my stupid party line like some tool. Ugh. God, I'm embarrassing. I embarrass myself. There are two things we must do, people. You protesting the democracy of America, which is basically what you're doing, is not going to make things better in America. It is just going to make you look more like an asshole to the people that won. The people that won are like, yep, there you go. You see the elitists. They hate us. They hate us. That's probably, you don't put your own name on there. Where? I don't know. I would think if I had a guess, and I don't know, I really, I live in Akron. I'm kind of insulated from that community. There's a lot of them in Ohio. Obviously, Ohio went for Donald Trump. I believe that there are a lot of people that believe that liberals don't give a shit about them. Don't give a shit about low-income white people. And I can't say I blame them. I don't see any. I mean, all the liberals do is talk about how Christianity can't be in schools, how Christianity can't be in the government. But yet, let's support Muslims, let's support gays, let's support atheists. You gotta admit that's kind of a bullshit move. That's you're kind of being an asshole there, right? I'm sorry. So this is it, progressives. I am a progressive, and I am thinking very strongly about what I can do in the community as a progressive and how to lead the progressive movement forward. I am not impressed by the Democratic Party here in Akron, here in Ohio, here in the United States of America. Up and down the board, I am upset and a little bit disgusted with them. They are everything we do not stand for. They are about big government connected with big business and just spreading money around to their friends. And they throw words around about how they're going to help the poor and the weak. They don't give one shit about that. They care about power just as much, if not more, and in more of a deceitful way, may I say, because they hide behind their civic duties, being a good liberal, than the Republicans. We, as progressives, need to come together and figure out who we are. Because may I say, I would rather lose with a conscience than win just to win. That's not what society is about. Just to win? That's what businesses are about. Let business do that. Let business win to just win. They don't give a shit about whatever. They don't care. As long as they're making money, they're winning. Obviously, not all businesses are like that, but that, by and large, public companies, it's all about the short returns on the investors and the shareholders. Shareholders are number one, numero uno important. That's not what government is about. Government is about moving your community in a direction that adheres to your values. And it's progressive. That means to me, in my local community, to strengthen the chain. I live by the principle that we are only as strong as the weakest link in our chain. We are only as strong as the weakest link in our chain. And if we want to strengthen our community, we have to strengthen the weakest among us. On a national level, it's much more complicated. That's why I'm not running for national politics. Therefore, I'm not going to comment, except for save the polar bears. Those fucking beasts deserve it. They're mean. May I say, yes, they're cute, but they will rip your face off. You take your liberal asshat self up to a polar bear, he will eat you before breakfast and then go eat a real breakfast, which is a seal. Okay? But yeah, save him anyways. He's just a beast. That's all I'm saying. It's angry bear. Save the polar bears. I don't know anything else. I'm not pretending to run for any kind of national office. But I am thinking about my local community. And may I say, I spend a lot of time with the weak among us. And they do not deserve to be treated the way they are being treated. And they are being ignored up and down our entire government system in this city and in this state. And I'm not going to stand for it anymore. And this election was a wake-up call to me to push forward on those ideals, being true to myself, being true to who I am as a progressive. And from this point forward, I'm going to live by that motto. I am going to be true to progressive values of helping the weak. I'm going to be true to Christian values. Christian values are not about strengthening the church and do we or don't we love gays. That is a rhetorical question. Do we or don't we love gays? What? 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 Can you imagine Jesus just walking up into this culture being like, are you kidding me? In Jesus' name, I pray we get rid of the gays? What? Oh my God. Ah! That's not Christianity. I'm taking it back. I'm taking it back. And I'm pushing what I can do, the best of my ability, the Democratic Party, further to the left. Inspired by the success of Donald Trump and the wisdom of Bernie Sanders, I will move this together further. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I love you. Love your family, which is your community, all of them. Understand why they voted the way they did. Be respectful. Be loving. Be the leader that you want to see. Peace out, party people. Have a great day.
Sage and Friends.
Sage and Friends. Sage and Friends.
Sage and Friends.
Sage and Friends.
Sage and Friends.
All right, thanks everybody for hanging out. You guys rock. Nothing for the poor white male unless he's a veteran or crippled or mentally challenged. I know, Ryan. It's bullshit. It's fucked up. There are many people in suffering in this country, but just because you're a white male doesn't make you exempt from needing help when you need help. It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. All right, people, you rock. Thanks for hanging out. See you later. Bye.